Chapter 1, Equipment. Before continuing, you should make sure you have all the necessary equipment to make Project Airplane function properly. This includes the airplane, the manual transmitter, the starter and starter battery, the base station receiver, the glow starter and glow starter batteries, the fuel and fuel pump, the Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi adapter, and the airplane charger. Assuming you have all these things, you are ready to begin Chapter 2, Setup. All the software to download in this section can be found at projectairplane.blogspot.com by clicking on the download link on the right hand side of the page. The first one we're going to get is the Wi-Fi Center software, seen here. Go ahead and download this and install it. Now that the Wi-Fi Center is installed, go ahead and run it. We also create a shortcut on the desktop to make this easier later. Now take the Wi-Fi SD card and plug it into the Wi-Fi adapter. Then take this adapter and plug it into the USB port on the computer. If you do not already have an Wi-Fi account, you'll have to make one. Once you make one, you go through the initialization procedure for the Wi-Fi card seen here. Please note that part of this procedure requires a Wi-Fi network with internet access. Now click the gear icon beside the Wi-Fi card and enter the settings menu. Go to the Direct Mode tab and click the first checkbox. Slide both the sliders over to the Forever setting and then start the Direct Mode network. You should now be able to see the Wi-Fi Direct Mode network in the Wi-Fi connections. Click this and type the network security key provided by the Wi-Fi Center. Go to the Private Networks tab and remove the private network with internet access that we added earlier. Then move on to the Photos section and select the folder that you wish the Wi-Fi to download the pictures to directly. Select the third bubble to not create date-based subfolders, and save and exit the settings menu. Now click the eject button beside the Wi-Fi card, and remove the Wi-Fi from the adapter. Turn the airplane over and remove the bottom panel. Put the Wi-Fi card into the GoPro camera as seen. Now reattach the bottom panel and flip the plane back over. Now, whenever there are pictures available to be transferred from the Wi-Fi card, it will create the Direct Mode network, and upon connecting to this Direct Mode network, the pictures will be automatically transferred to the folder you selected. Return to the Downloads page on the Project Airplane website and download the latest version of the ArduPilot Mission Planner. When the download finishes, install the program and create another shortcut to the desktop. Now return to the Project Airplane download page and download the latest settings file for the Telemaster Plus. Plug a mini USB cable into the computer, remove the hood from the plane, and plug the other end of the USB cable into the ArduPilot. Now start up the ArduPilot Mission Planner with the shortcut on the desktop. Now be able to select the COM port and connect to the ArduPilot. Upload the latest firmware using the menu seen here. Once the latest firmware is installed, reconnect to the plane and go to the Configuration tab. Select Parameter List from the left menu, and then choose the Load option on the right. In this window, choose the settings file that was downloaded from the Project Airplane webpage. Click the Write Params button on the right-hand side to write the settings to the airplane. Then move to the Flight Planner section and click the Zoom to button to find the location that you wish to fly over. Once you have found the area that you wish to fly in, click Prefetch. This will download the map imagery so that you can see the maps when you are in the field without internet access. Return to the Project Airplane Downloads page one last time and download the image stitching software. Once this download is finished, run the downloaded executable. Once this installer finishes, find imagestitch.exe in the download directory. Create a shortcut to this file on the desktop. Now that all the software is installed, you are ready for Chapter 3, Flight Planning. First, flip the power switch inside the plane to the on position. Then, connect the base station antenna to the base station receiver, and plug the base station receiver into the computer. Start the ArduPilot Mission Planner software from the desktop. Now choose the COM port from the drop-down and click the Connect button. Once this is connected, move to the Flight Planner section and return to the area that you wish to fly in. Click Add Below to make the first instruction. Change this first instruction to a takeoff command. Set the angle of attack to 20 degrees and set the altitude to 50 meters. Now double click to create the first waypoint where you would like to start taking pictures. Set the altitude box to the desired altitude for these pictures. Again, click the Add Below button to make another command. Change this command to the Do Repeat Relay command and set the repeat count to 2 and delay to 1 second. This triggers the camera to begin taking pictures every 2 seconds. Now double click on the spot where you would like to stop taking pictures and set this altitude to the same as the last waypoint. Click Add Below and again do the Do Repeat Relay command with a 2 repeat every 1 second. This will tell the camera to stop taking pictures. Now choose a couple waypoints and altitudes that will set up a proper landing approach to the runway. On the last waypoint that is over the runway, change the command to a Land command and set the altitude to 0. Now click Write WPs on the right hand side to save these waypoints to the airplane and prepare for flight. After charging the airplane and camera overnight and transporting to the field, you are ready to begin Chapter 4, the pre-flight procedure. Assemble the plane by attaching the wings to the fuselage and connecting all the wires, then tighten down all the bolts. Disconnect the 2 fuel hoses from the engine, then use the hand crank pump to fill the fuel tank with fuel. Then reattach both of these hoses. Prop up the tail of the plane so that it is in flying position when calibrating the gyros. Now turn on the ArduPilot to do this calibration. Reattach the hood with rubber bands, then press the top button on the face of the plane to turn on the camera. Now connect the glow plug starter to the glow plug batteries, turn on the manual transmitter, and verify that all the controls are working properly. Connect the electric starter to the 12-volt battery and start up the base station computer with the base station receiver connected. Bring up the ArduPilot Mission Planner, connect to the plane, and then click Set Home Altitude until the current altitude reads 0 meters. Now open the image stitching software and select the directory that the iFi is configured to download images to. Then click Start Waiting for Images and minimize this image stitching software. At this point, you can either load the waypoint file that was defined earlier or create a new flight plane. Now open the Configuration tab and click Calibrate Radio. Move all the controls to the maximum positions and then click the Finish button. Now that everything is configured and initialized properly, the plane is ready to begin its mission. Connect the glow plug starter to the glow plug on the top of the engine, then use the electric starter to spin start the engine. Once the engine is started and running, place the plane on the ground and use the manual transmitter to taxi to the takeoff location.
Vector 324.
We have clearance, Clarence.
Roger, roger. What's our vector, Victor?
When the plane is positioned properly and you are ready to begin the mission, click the Auto button on the base station computer. The airplane will then autonomously take off at the angle specified until the desired altitude is reached. Once this altitude is reached, the plane will begin navigating towards the first waypoint. On arrival at this first waypoint, the autopilot will trigger the camera to begin taking pictures. These pictures are stored to the iFi SD card for transfer upon landing. Upon arriving at waypoint 2, the autopilot will trigger the camera to stop taking pictures and begin the specified landing approach. Once the plane has successfully landed itself, you can return to manual control and taxi back to the staging area. When the iFi card is within range of the base station computer, it should automatically connect and begin transferring the images. These images should automatically be detected by the image stitching program and begin stitching together. In the end, it should give you a combined image in one file.